Say Nini.
Do we look at you like I do? Cause you could be a trophy, not a side view.
We back with another episode of the Where You At show. We gonna dive right into it.
Yeah.
We gonna start from the left to the right. Introduce yourself.
You already know, man. TMG shit. It's your boy Remy, man. The GOAT. Let's go.
It's your boy Truk. You already know what it is, man.
All right. So what part of Baltimore we in right now?
Right now, this what?
We in West Baltimore right
West.
now.
Yeah.
West Baltimore. We in the home studio.
Home studio.
And I have been a cook up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We gonna start right there. Now, with anybody that's anybody want to start doing music, what advice you got for them if they want to set up a home studio like this?
Shit. I mean, it's all about dedication, you know what I'm saying? Procrastination will definitely kill your dreams, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to do it, you just got, you know what I'm saying, get your knowledge up and stay dedicated and focused to the goal for real.
And I say, one thing he taught me, because it's putting together your own home studio. The main part is, like you said, patience and time. Like, I seen this nigga buy piece by piece, my nigga. And I don't care if it costs $5, $10, $11, $12. Like, here, just put that shit aside, make sure you just keep getting the small pieces. And then next thing you know, boom, everything just come together, like just bust out the motherfucking box. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, you get this from?
naturally, it was times where though I ain't had the money to buy the $500 piece of equipment I need and shit, but I might have had $13 for that cord I needed for it, you know what I'm saying? So I get the cord this week, and then 2 weeks later I might got $500 to blow. Fuck it, let's get the machine and go with the cord.
Right.
So you gotta keep building, huh?
Yeah, you just gotta keep on building.
That's it.
All right. So how long have y'all been building?
As far as what?
We start with you, Remy. How long you been doing music?
Me personally, at a good age, I would say started rapping at 6. I was that damn young trying to understand it. Of course, that shit ain't realistic to, do anything. But probably when I took it at the most serious, it started with Tay Wilson, us and Trap Boys, So Icy, and all that little dumb shit when we was kids. But then when I really got serious, like, well, man, this nigga, man, I was what, like 12, 13?
About 15.
I was like 15? Yeah. No, I was younger than that, bro.
About 14, 15, bro.
14, 15 is when I took it the most serious. Like, in the studio, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out how we doing this, doing that. And this nigga coming up with ideas, putting the microphone in the little box, you feel me? But it was from the game cord, you feel me, on the wall, nailed on that bitch. Like, just doing whatever we could to figure out how to get a home base situation going for us to figure it out. That's when I started, 100%, like, giving a fuck about it and trying, like, so I was like 14.
Truk?
Yeah, mine was around about the same age. I'm gonna say about 7, 8 maybe even 6. But mine's naturally started with singing. I was in the church choir when I was a kid, and I was shy. I always knew I could sing though, but I always used to hide in the back of the choir, and they used to be like, "Bring that boy up here! No, you get up here. We want you to sing lead. He can sing." So that's when I naturally knew that I had a little something. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, you know what I'm saying? We partake in certain things that might take a little bit away from us, but it's still there. But yeah, I started taking it serious right around when I met this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, he's about 14, 15. I might have been 18, 19 at the time, and I heard him rapping, and I'm just like, damn, I never heard no kid spit like this. Like. And from that moment on, I took him under my wing, and we've been together since.
All right, so it really takes confidence to really, put your life on paper, and and to make and turn it into music. Like, what gives y'all that confidence?
Well, for me, I think I listen. Like if you're around me, I'm deep into the music industry. I pay attention a little bit of everything. I look at all experiences, so I try to always touch on when it comes to writing down parts of my life, you feel me? I make sure it's understood this is from my book. You know what I mean? I think that's important, because that's where faking can cross lines with real. If you don't get that understood, when it's about my life, you'll know. You'll feel it. When it's a story you need to hear, or non-fiction or fiction, you need to know. I think that's a big thing about putting that onto a beat, like you said, because if you don't tell your side and the side of others that you know around you, then your music just like, might not be as good because you only can rap about your life but so much. You know what I'm saying? Sing about your life so much. That's how I feel. So I always take experiences from others too and try to help that type of person that I'm not feeling because I ain't going through that. But this person told me and I'm like, damn, maybe somebody else like that. Let me speak on that without disrespecting the person I heard it from. Just creating an open space for your mind to put on the beat. Yeah.
I think for me, it got a lot to do with vulnerability. And when I say that, I'm gonna say this first because with people, anybody that's making music, I try to tell anybody that I come across that make music, like when you creating that music, once you are happy with it yourself,
yes, sir,
then you can open up and let the world, perceive it how they want to perceive it. But you got to be happy with it first. So for me, it's about vulnerability. That's what make it easy for me because it's like knowing what parts, or what feelings you could be vulnerable with and knowing, what group of people is going to relate to that, So that's what make it easy for me. And I'm just naturally open with, sharing my story. I've never been afraid to let people know how I'm feeling.
So how y'all feel about the music culture in Baltimore right now? What y'all think is going on right now or what could be better?
I think that I'm not... I would say this. We never going to change if we ain't changing ourselves. You feel me? So I think the way the city look at the underground artists is like they don't get the love, but the people that's already, I would say that's out there in the industry, whether it's mingling with the, the industry artists or whatever, I think they representing us well at this moment. So I'm going to speak on the people who made it out of the city. And they in Miami and LA and around these other artists and how they representing us. I'm proud of that right now because I'm not hearing no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't in the tabloids for doing some dumb shit that would embarrass us. But the people that's still in the city, like me or like Truk or like who else, Tay or like shit, we can name people all fucking day. Dolce, you feel me? People like that that's still in the city that's trying to grasp that feel and that look of the industry. Is looking good. It's just that the people here is so closed-minded sometimes. If they open up their mind and really enjoy the music and stop worrying about following, you feel me? And listen, do you like this song? You feel me? If you like it, bump it. You ain't gotta, this person say, oh, I don't know who that is, I don't like it. That's always gonna be that type of person. But as soon as they do it, they'll stop listening to it just because somebody else said that's what. That's what I think going on anyway. But I could be wrong, I don't know. Not for me per se, just the city.
Alright, so we had an interview almost like a year ago now, at the same time. And I got a totally different feeling now than I did then, because I felt like music in the city was just like on the up and up. It was just like so great, what I'm saying? Everybody was getting a different light shined on them, and wasn't a lot of hating going on, what I'm saying? I seen a lot of different people working with each other. And now music, just naturally, not just in the city, just period, it's just starting to evolve to something that when I first started hearing it, I was like, I don't like this shit. I'm not getting jiggy with this, you know what I'm saying? But I'm naturally starting to, it's growing on me and I'm starting to come to better terms with it because I gotta learn that time changed, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so it's just like 30 or 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't understand why your mother was listening to that good ass Stevie Wonder song or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But fast forward to 20 or 30 years now, you know what I'm saying? I'm 30, so I hear that music, you know what I'm saying? And
that shit kick back.
And do something different, so it's just about opening up, you feel me? I think it's in a pretty okay place, you know what I'm saying? It's just about people being not closed-minded, you know what I'm saying? And being able to relate and, you know what I'm saying? Open up to different things for real.
Yeah.
All right. With Corona going on, a lot of, as far as artists that was doing their thing, a lot of stuff was impeded as far as shows and, a lot of bookings and a lot of looks. Like, what type of advice would you give somebody that's into music, but they feel like that main source is shut down? Like, how do they keep going and being creative?
Just stay up on your internet, your social media. Everything is being done through streaming now, you know what I'm saying? So the music ain't stopping. It's just that you can't get out there and party like you used to, you know what I'm saying? That's what's about the party, you know what I'm saying? The music is what naturally influences the party. But just stay up on your social media for real because it's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to get out and do something right now. I think it's just like everybody in a stuck place, like you can't move because Corona. You know, it got everybody sitting still, and that's the best thing, really. You know what I'm saying? For us to stay safe, stay healthy because shit is an attack on the culture, if you ask me. But that's besides the point.
Yeah, I agree with that too. But I think, like you said, and definitely learn something. If you're an artist, learn something. Learn something, because, like you said, the clubs shut down, the bars shut down, the block parties is happening, but they're getting shut down before they even get to start. You feel me? People wasting money. Take your time to perfect your craft while you home. Whether you was a 9-to-5 nigga, trap nigga, whatever the fuck you doing, you can't go out at night, nigga, then you need to go in at night and then get on your laptop, look at YouTube, learn how to mix, learn how to do this, look at business opportunities, look at how can you invest, start thinking about something other than that. So that's besides the music, like, nigga, perfect your craft, find something to do. You know, besides like bitches pics all day, you feel me? Figure out how you can make your own covers. You feel me? Just use your time wisely. That's what the fuck I did. Cause shit shut down. I was about to go out of town. I had LA in mind, had Atlanta booked up, had the had T.I. studio booked up for me, all that shit. Man, my manager about to make shit happen all the way out there. And then Corona hit. And it was at the top of the pandemic when niggas really couldn't go outside. When they was telling niggas stay in the house, period. You feel me? So first thing I did was what I do, bro. Like that what bro said, it's time. I need to learn how to mix again. You feel me? Because I wasn't doing no mixing. I need to learn. I need to work my craft. How can I make this next song harder than the last song? Everything start winding up.
So how important is it to have somebody around you that's as motivated or more as you?
Too important.
Oh, it's super important.
Too important.
Damn, this nigga just told me some shit the other day, and it was like, it made me feel like I wasn't doing enough. And this kind of revert back to the last question you asked about how do I feel the music scene is doing, and I can't really say a lot because I'm not out here on the music scene like I should be, you know what I'm saying? So he told me a little story, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into the story because it's kind of a little long, you know what I'm saying? But the end result of the story was basically somebody telling him that if he wanted to be successful at what he wanted to do in life, the person he was closest to had to get off their ass and actually be successful at what they wanted to do, because his success was going to come from helping that person. You know what I'm saying?
That's the deepest shit I've ever been told.
That shit just made me think in a different light, like, damn, I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. I got to do more. And so I start coming up with, well, how can I fund this shit? You know what I'm saying? And people always tell me all the time, you need to cook. You know what I'm saying? I love your food. So you know why I started a cooking business. You feel me? How can I help fund my music? You feel me? I work 70 hours a week sometimes if I got to. Shit, it's whatever it is. You saying, to get the job done.
I'ma repeat that. It's whatever it is to get the job done.
Yeah.
You know, your passion is music, but you do cooking to fund your passion.
Yep.
So that's a gem for everybody out there, man. You have to fund yourself. You have to fund your passion.
That's it.
So I'm gonna ask y'all one more question. Then you know this is a Where You At show.
Yeah.
So where do y'all see yourself at in the next year, 5 years?
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get asked this question again, y'all. Cause I somebody asked me that question on the interview. I said some dumbass shit, nigga. I did. I forgot what I said. I said, fuck what I said. This is my time, nigga. Say no, look. In a year, 2 years, 10 years, I'm gonna be where I'm supposed to be. And that's in the studio, making big records, writing records, be known as the GOAT. I feel like I'm the GOAT. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be claimed that or nothing like that. I'm just saying I love this shit so much, bro. It's not nothing I don't want to learn about this shit. Every time I just, 10 years, man, I'm up there. We out the city, but we're going to bring the city up. There's going to be a movement that's, oh, they just wasn't rappers. They made it out here doing this. Oh, they made it out here doing this. No, these niggas started from nothing. You feel me? And I feel like 10 years from now, only thing you can think of is, damn, he brought so many people up and put them in a position where they could do the same thing.
I'm gonna answer that question the same way, but
Good shit.
I'm explaining it a little bit different. I think in a year's time, I'm gonna be exactly where I'm supposed to be. But me myself personally, I don't know where that's at. But I do know that every step that I'm about to take from this step forward is going to be the right steps to make sure that everything that I'm doing is pushing me to get to that place that I know I'm going to be, because I know that for a fact that all these great feelings I feel inside of me and all these people that I come across are not telling me that I'm going to be great for no reason. Right. I hear this shit every day, and I've been hearing it my whole life. So now I just know that it's time for me to put that work effort in, you know what I'm saying? That extra step forward to make sure that I'm going to be exactly where I need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're going to sign out with that, man.
It's a lot of knowledge, man. Y'all take that.
It's a lot of gems, but good thing it's recorded. Y'all can play it back.
For real.
And Remy, appreciate it.
Oh, man.
Truk,
love,
appreciate it.
You already know, bro.
Yeah,
Came through, show love, and we want to show love back. We support our black businesses. We support our black people. And we support good people, bro.
We support the where you at, y'all.
Hey, that's where you at. Let's go.